Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, don't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I never mind, no man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone's well in YouTube chat, Zoom chat, you know the drill. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on today. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. What up? All good, all good. Hope everyone is well here. I see everyone saying morning in the chat. Always good. Always good means you guys are awake, engaged. And yeah, let's get it. Start off with news today. So today, big day, CPI day. This is the whole week been waiting for CPI day. Powell yesterday basically said that, you know, they're not rushing to reduce interest rates. That's what they were literally saying, which is kind of what they said in the FOMC meeting. That's why we never saw something too drastic here in terms of huge movements. It looks like we might see some sort of manipulation. If we look at PPI data coming out quite hot here, technically it should lead into CPI coming out a little bit hotter here, but I feel that's too easy, and we might see I don't know, we might see a bit of manipulation, and you know, we could see maybe price going towards the upside. So we have to keep an eye out on that in terms of gold and stuff like that. But we'll speak a little bit about CPI once we finish the analysis here. Now GJ hit the higher time frame target here. Very, very cool to see. I held through this pullback yesterday, right? I held through this pullback yesterday, and it just ended up coming towards the upside here, finishing off at 197, which is nice to see. I'm gonna put that level back on the chart actually. 197 as my key level. There we go. Perfect. Why is this duplicated here? There we go. All right, so we're going to leave that on there, something like this. Now, where are we on the higher time frame? So as we can see, we're obviously approaching our weekly resistance here. Looking at daily time frame as well, we approach the daily resistance here, very close to it. Would consider basically target, you know, somewhat met here. Now, if we're looking at, you know, lower time frames here, obviously we have daily closing bullish, 4 hour as well. It's closing bullish, but with a rejection here. It kind of looks similar to gold's close here, so it is respecting that 197. So it's not the most confidence inducing close. It's kind of telling me, hey, we could see some sort of consolidation, or if this is going to be a liquidity grab and this flip up, then we can go and really test the daily resistance. And then next zone will be, of course, the 4 hour resistance up here, which we can mark if this thing wants to keep on going. 4 hour. If we look at yesterday, you know, news gave us that heavy pullback here, which was obviously our liquidity to continue up bullish. Now we do have a current pullback at the moment here. If we're looking at what price is doing, you know, based on the 4 hour, where is this? Yeah, this 4 hour resistance a little bit below 2.2 pips below 197. But since this wick crossed it, I'm not too worried. There's multiple wicks crossing it. The lower time frame we look, it's not really anything important. We can see 1, 2, 3 times we've crossed through it pretty nicely here. The main zone is actually going to be 197 here. Is going to be you know, is going to be basically the 197. That's the main zone. Now looking at this 4 hour, where's this 4 hour drawn from? This is drawn from back here. This can be moved down to here now. This is our 4 hour support, and this can be changed to 4S. Oops, not S4. There we go. And if we go ahead and look at 30-minute here, 15-minute, yeah, we're trying to break back into this range here. That's what we're trying to do at the moment. We kind of broke structure towards the downside here. Let me see what we're doing on 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute broke structure towards the downside. Current 30-minute, no bottom wick here. I think we need a support to be formed on the 1 hour. This 1 hour close will be very interesting to see if it closes in the range or not. But targets are hit now. I would say higher time frame target is hit. Asking for more on GJ right now is possible, but again, this is where it will be highly, you know, risky, because we can't really ask it for too much more. Anything now is like full bonus, right? Full bonus type moves here, especially now that we've hit our higher time frame target. I feel if we could reject, it would be ideal to reject here and then close above. I want to see some form of rejection and then close above. That would give me confidence that price could then entertain 197 again. We have only 10 pip range, so it's not the best range as well here. Only 10 pips to there, so I would want more confirmation. If this was a bigger range, like 20-30 pip range, then at least you have space. So even if this does fail, something like this, at least this is enough space for you to catch, you know, 12 to 15 pips and make a decision. But when your range is 10 pips, that type of move can only be 3-4 pips from your entry. Very hard to manage. You get an FU candle that comes towards the downside, and then that's it, you're stopped out. So that's the only problem that we have. Now, with the idea that, look, fine, we know that this is 10 pips away. So you can use this as a mid target and look for price to extend this and get to that daily resistance. But that's why we want to see price prove to us that it wants to maintain this by seeing resistance formed, retest somewhere here, and then boom, continue towards the upside. Right now, for sells to happen here, where would I sell? I probably would say sells are going to make sense below this previous 4 hours. No longer relevant really. Let's see what that is on a 30. Yeah, it's no longer relevant, that previous 4 hour. So this line we could move up here, something like this. This is your 30. I'll probably say below here would make sense, since we have a technically somewhat of a mixed session. I think it's more bullish because previous close bullish here. See how that looks on other brokers. Yeah, but you know, it's somewhat of a mixed session, just based on how weak that 4 hour closed. So I'd say if you're going to sell, it would still be counter trend for sure, but sells are going to make sense basically below here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let's move on to gold here. So gold today, big focus is going to be CPI. CPI data today. Whole market is basically waiting for CPI here. It's going to give us, you know, a lot of information here. So looking at what gold is doing here, if we go ahead and start off on the daily time frame here. Yesterday, daily candle pushing up bullish here, creating a support. We're right at daily resistance right now. Let me make sure I have that daily resistance marked. Yes, I do. So we're sitting at daily resistance right now. If we move on to 4 hour time frame, similar type of close with what's this called? With GJ, right? We have that weak 4 hour candle close here. So for me here with CPI data, I expect it, you know, technically it makes sense for this to come back higher, 3.5, 3.6, right? If we see it come back at 3.4, you're going to see a whipsaw. You're going to see price spike towards the upside, spike towards the downside. You're just going to see a whipsaw. Numbers coming out higher, 3.6. You're going to see, basically you're going to see Dixie strengthen and gold is going to go down. Now, if we get better numbers, 3.3, which I feel will be a little bit of manipulation, then you're going to see rate cuts hopes come back in. They're going to prop up the markets, and gold is probably going to make it a leg to, you know, up into here, the 60, 65s, even as high as 70 is even possible here with CPI today. If that happens. If not, then we're going to see price get down back below 2350 and start to fill some of the lower ranges here. Now we have tapped this 4 hour resistance, so we could make a lower high from here. Right, with this resistance form, we could make a lower high and start to continue down, because daily as well has tapped the resistance here. So we have tapped daily resistance, we rejected off daily resistance, and now we're kind of hovering inside of this range. So I do think that counter trend sells could make sense with the idea that rate cut hopes should come in hotter here. You know, could try retrace some of yesterday's move, which might have been impulsive here. I feel that would make sense probably below this 1 hour here. Something like this, which should also be line up with the 15. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the 15. 15 is a little lower here. How big is this range? It's 22 pips. I'm going to just draw this here, something like this. Have a 15-minute support here. I think higher time frame will guide here. See what 1 hour is saying. Yeah, 1 hour is here. A little bit messy towards the downside, but you could get similar move as yesterday. Remember, we had that similar move yesterday. Consolidation, and then it dumped down here. So we could have something similar today, consolidation. We've tapped it, we've grabbed liquidity from the daily resistance, and now we could potentially continue down here. Now for buys to make sense, because technically we're still bullish session, so I'm not going to throw buys out the window, because technically here we have bullish, nice bullish structure here. Everything is moving towards the upside. And, you know, I think buys above these highs look pretty good here. Inside of the range is becoming a little bit tricky. I would like to see probably a 1 hour support formed here before looking for buys. So if this 1 hour can close bullish, it will also close the 30-minute bullish. And I think then buys would make more sense. Even leaving this zone here. Look at this little resistance here. This looks interesting, this zone here. Yeah, leaving this type of resistance here could be interesting, I think, to buys, for buys to get back to the top of the range here. How big is that? 20 pips to the top of the range, and then continuation after the top of the range here, you have like a 34 pip range which is nice above there as well. So I think that is going to be, I think that is going to be the plan here for both pairs here. With CPI being in focus here, we could also range, right? We have to keep that in mind if price is just going to wait, or we can see some of that pricing in happening. But looking at what trend and structure is doing, we're obviously bullish here. So, I mean, if we start pumping into CPI, then maybe CPI gives that dump that we were expecting here. But that's why I'm open to a little bit of sells today, just based on what we've seen, what we've seen and what I expect for CPI. But yeah, that's pretty much the analysis here. Pretty straightforward analysis, pretty clear. And yeah, that's the plan. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like on the stream. 350 of us on stream here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Let's get it. And yeah, let's get the likes to at least 150. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. And yeah. GJ climbing back up. Yes. You still holding that trade you took Monday? I closed it just last night. Last night I closed it at 167. 197, sorry. 197, I closed that trade. I put it here in the group for you guys to see. It's just an update here. You can go see, and Harry's here. Posted it this morning. You guys can go see it now. Give it a fire emoji. But yeah, at this point we were 50 pips up here. At this point here. And then I just held. I secured some, and then I secured along the way, and that's it. 160 pips, 160 pip push here. So not a bad push at target now, and that's the max target for the week, so that's good. Hey, I have a strategy that generates 1% per month with max drawdown of 7%. I backtested for the last 6 years. Do you think any prop firm will fund me such a low return? They don't care about the return, but remember you have to make 10%, right? You have to make 10% to pass the prop firm, right? You have to make 10% to pass the prop firm. So in considering that you have to make 10%, it will take you 10 months to pass the prop firm if it's making 1% a month, right? So it will take you more than 10 months. It will take you 15 months because you need to pass phase 1 and phase 2. So that's total of 15%. So you have to consider that. It will take a long time. 8 and 5%. Okay, let's say on the lowest 8 and 5%. Industry average is 10 and 5%. So let's say on the lowest 8 and 5%, it's still gonna take you a year. Which group did you post it? In the free group. If you join the free Discord group, it's in there. You guys can have a look. Setup phone GJ would be sick. Would also be, yeah, just be worried a little bit about this 4-hour consolidation here. We kind of reached max target already. From yesterday, there was greed in the market. Realistically, buys should be in from the beginning of the week, like we were taking down here. So just be careful, if that fails, you can't be pissed. I think to risk some profits, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. But we're definitely at high points in the market here. So you don't want this to change into this. You break this 30-minute support, I think we see more downside retracement. So it could give you a bit of upside, which then retest maybe this mid-range here, and then see you. Because if you measure to that 197 key level, which is also around the 4-hour rejection zone, it's not like a 20 pip range, it's a 10 pip range. So with 10 pips here, and to this whole choppiness to the left, I'm not too worried about it, but it has to be a watch, right? Has to be a watch. That's only 2 pips away. 197 is 8 pips away from the break of the high. And then this max up here is 17 pips. So you have 8 pips to get. How can we join the group? Link is in the description. It's just a free group. You can go and join. No intervention? Not yet, but maybe soon we might see interventions come back if USD JPY keeps getting strong. That was yesterday, little warning sign here. Getting up to the, almost 157 again, but that was quickly rejected. So that's good to see it was rejected. But if we start coming back up to these highs, then yeah, we could see interventions happen again. Hey Harry, my wife said she'll divorce me if I keep watching Tradesharpe at night instead of making love to her. I think I will leave her. Tradesharpe is life. Damn, bro. You have to accommodate for both, bro. You have to accommodate for both. Right? You have to be organized. You have to be organized. Have a schedule. Say, this is my schedule. Exactly. A CEO of a prop firm said most new traders will blow their account when they trade gold. Yeah, in the beginning, yeah, they will, you know, a lot because pips are bigger. But also a prop firm CEO will shut down their prop firm and run away with the money, right? Fucking assholes, bro. Remember that Tradesharpe brings profits and women take them. Priorities. Unless you get your girlfriend into trading. Actually, don't. Two people trading in the same house is a disaster. You told me to long. No, I was short. Why did you long? Because I was short. You're hedging me? You don't trust me? No, I don't. That'd be a disaster. Do you trade on a prop firm? No. Except for future prop firms. Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit more reliable, but that's because of, you know, regulation and stuff. What made you separate the server for Pip Labs? Because Pip Labs is a different company. Pip Labs is our backtesting software. So Pip Labs, we made a different server, not because of this is where I put my trades. This is where, basically, if you want to talk about Pip Labs, you can talk about Pip Labs. This is only for people who are interested in Pip Labs. The Tradesharpe server is about Tradesharpe. I don't want Pip Labs and Tradesharpe in the same server because then it gets too crowded, right? It's nice to separate it. I follow you. I trade gold on futures, but use your strategy and tune into the, because I learn a lot from your lives, even though I'm trading Forex and I'm still futures passed thanks to you. Amazing, bro. Happy to hear that. Congrats for passing your futures account. Bro, I like your vibes and videos. You seem like a great human being, comfortable to be around. People like you are rare. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Harry, what's CPI? Can you explain a little? It is the inflation, right? What is inflation in the country, right? So they're trying to get inflation down to 2%. It's been sticky at 3.4. Now last came back at 3.5, right? So it's been sticky. Both 15-minute candles have no bottom wick. What are you talking? Which pair? GJ? GJ or gold? Yeah, GJ doesn't have bottom wick on both 15-minute candles. Yes, this has a nipple. Are you live tomorrow for NY session? Yeah, that will be today for me, yeah. Yes. Tomorrow for you, today for me. Why people ask the same question over and over? I don't know. Don't know why they keep asking. Gold little push here. See if we can close above here without ripping. 3 minutes till the close. Would be the 1 hour close as well. What is B booking? So brokers have A book and B book. A book means that your orders will go into direct liquidity from the market. B book means that they will internalize liquidity, which means that your orders won't actually reach the market. They will be within the broker. So the broker will handle your orders. All brokers work on a B book and A book. When you first open an account with a broker, you immediately B booked, and then depending on your trading style, they will upgrade you to an A book, or they will hedge you against on an A book. It's just simply because for them as a business model, it's more profitable, as most traders unfortunately lose. They should be more transparent about it. The only problem with with B booking, you can actually get better spreads and tighter entries. But the only problem with B booking is that if you're using a shady broker, that shady broker will then manipulate your orders, right? They'll put random candles or quick liquidity grabs. That's a problem. How do you know when you're B booked? I mean, you can assume you're B booked, but if you're with a bad broker and they're B booking you, then try look at the charts. If you see some fishy price action, like your candles look different or you have random spikes, that's fishy. I would change broker if you see that type of stuff. Why don't you analyze chart in MT? Because it's the user interface is very poor. Tradingview is much better here. I'm so confused with gold right now. The swings are scaring you. Yeah, I mean, it's been pushing up since yesterday. One hour closing bullish here. Five-minute leaving rejection. 30-minute also bullish. With the GJ close below here. See how this moves here. Gold views at the moment is looking pretty more bullish here. Gold is looking a lot more bullish here. I was actually looking to potentially enter break of this high here, but happened a little bit fast for me. Kind of missed my entry here. But I do have entries above this resistance. That's why I'm not too worried. Because it's not the biggest range, right? From the break of this high to the next resistance here is around 12 pips. Less, actually. Less than 12 pips. That's why I'm not rushing into it. It's around 11 pips, actually. 11 pips, and then your stop loss here is like 27 pips. So you really needed to break through it for it to make sense. On the 1 hour, yeah, it's the same, around 11 pips. But above it, we have a huge clean range here. You know, we have 30 pip range. So I think that would make a lot more sense. Instead of trying to squeeze 11 pips here and get lucky that price pushes through. If we create support up above here, then I could rely on that a little bit more. If this 5 minute creates some sort of support, then I'll be interested. If not, I'll probably look for above the highs. Give me a sec, I'll go toilet and come back. On GJ, 30 failed to close above, so you really need something closing back in the range. If this 15 minute closes back in the range, it looks good. I think 5 would be a highly aggressive option because nothing closed back in the range. Even the 1 hour did not close back in the range, so I'm not trusting it too much on the 5. But maybe like a 15 close above here would be a lot better. Are there signals outside the live in the exclusive group? Depends what you consider signals. I'm not sending a signal chat, you know, buy now. I hate that. You don't learn anything and no one is gonna be. So what I do is I send my plan. If you decide and you agree with my plan, then you can do what you want to do with that, right? You can trade with us, but you know, have understanding. If you guys showed up to the stream just now, appreciate you guys showing up. 450 of us in here. Can we get the likes up to at least 150? Hate to say it, but part of the game. We'll see if gold can close above this resistance here. Sway market's best broker now? There's no such thing as a best broker. You think GJ will go bullish for London session opening? If we can close back in the range, then there's a high chance we can retest this high. You know, at least 197. If this candle can manage to close back in the range. I'm still down 200 now, but I'm trusting in the trade, still in the trade. What did you take? What did you take? What did you take? Oh, you're in GJ buys. From where did you take GJ buys? If you took it above this high here, it's too early. Too early, right? Oh, gold buys. From where did you take gold buys? If you took a break of this high and you're already down 200 bucks in 7 pip drawdown, it's a big lot size, bro. If I miss any chat, oh, Claudio's in YouTube chat today. He's gone to the dark side. I'm in GU trying to do what you did. Let's see what's happening on GU. I haven't analyzed GU here. Let's see what daily did. Daily's looking amazing. Close here, nice little close on daily. Looking like it wants to try fill the wick. 4 hours very close to target here. Yeah, so 4 hour, your target's right here on 4 hour. I wouldn't say this is a swing trade here for sure, because you're at 4 hour target. The main target. This small 4 hour target, no problems. This one here, but this main target up here with the rejection that made that big move is a little bit. But this one here, I wouldn't be too worried. Buying it, you know, that's okay. That's kind of like trying to push through the small 4 hour resistance we had on GJ before. I'm also in GU. Where did you take it based on? Yeah, GU has clean ranges up to the top of the range here. This rejection wick is your only last rejection. So that's the only thing you need to worry about. 2627. Whether that rejection will come here. Yeah, that's the only thing. Can you please explain how GJ behaves? GJ behaves like a madman. Mad woman, I would say. Looks like the 5-minute option is playing out on GJ, but for me that's too aggressive without having 1 hour closing back inside, without having 30, without having 15. I mean, technically you had 15 here, but I hate when the 1 hour closes below here. So if I'm gonna take a close back inside the range, I think I need at least 15-minute reclosing back in, or this 30-minute to close back in. $50-minute setup one. Oh, from back then. Bit of Asian, yeah, early entry. Yeah, I see it. I see it. All right. Good luck. How much should I risk with $1,000 account? Yeah, 1 to 2%, like you said, is safe. You know, probably if you're not that consistent yet, then probably do more like 1%, just so you don't. I mean, on $1,000 account, 1% is like $10. So if you're super comfortable losing $10, then you're fine. Then you're fine. Good liquidity grab on 4 hour. If that liquidity grab can hold and this doesn't end up being a lower high, then this should be good to continue up. But this is kind of inception here, right? Close in the range, then close back out the range. 30-minute close also outside the range. 1 hour also close below the range, so it makes it very hard to look for buys. That's why I said only the 5-minute makes sense here. But again, it's not the biggest range. Do some measuring. That's only 4 pips there. With spread and everything, you know, you're barely up. Barely up. Thanks, Harry. All good, brother. Gold daily flips bearish. I think if gold holds this range here, yeah, I mean, gold is at the daily flip here. This is where the daily is flipping bullish and bearish. Buys for me will make sense above the daily resistance. If not, it's just going to chop inside of this range. Sells might make sense below this 1 hour support. Even better below this 23.53. Alright, what do you think about same lot size for risk management? I don't like it because let's say on gold you have a 50 pip stop loss and you're using your same 10 lot. Now and normally you risk $1,000. Now you're going from, you know, you're going from $1,000 risk to bloody $5,000 risk, which is nuts. Nuts to go that much. Can you tell a good plan? You have to have to pass a funded account first phase. You need to have a profitable plan. It doesn't happen in one day. It will happen over a month, maybe even 2 months, right? Understand that. So you need to have a profitable plan that you can come every day to the market, look for opportunities, take them or not, right? If there's no opportunities, then you don't FOMO in and lose money, right? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Now I lost $50. That's not good. You didn't have a plan, right? For me, there's no. You hitting gym today? No, today's rest day, bro. Today's rest day. Gold sells coming in. I think we need to break the range for gold sells to come in here. If we start breaking the range, then I get interested in gold sells. Until then, we could just go sideways. If we can go above the range here, then I get interested in buys, right? Okay, look what could be wrong with this. Let's see what could be wrong. What can be wrong with this? When was this? Euro USD, when was this? Just now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's wrong with this. This is classic Euro USD fake outs. Yeah, 4 hour no bottom wick is a limited bottom wick. It has a nipple, but it's a little bit of a problem here. But remember, on EU, buying highs don't really work too well, right? Buying highs don't work too well here. That's what we know. But realistically, the setup here is perfect, man. Nothing wrong, to be honest. Nothing wrong at all. Did nothing wrong. We'll be interested to see if it respects the structure. If it respects the structure, then potentially you just had to put stops below structure, right? See this trade. What was this? Took this trade. I don't like it. Oh, you took it on the 15 here. Oh, you took it as it broke it. I don't like, because this is highly risky. Why? Because 1 hour did not close back in the range and 30-minute did not close back in the range. If 1 hour closed back inside the range, which would also mean the 30-minute closed back in the range, then I would have taken this as well. But that's what we were waiting for. It didn't happen, so it was very risky here. But to break even on it, I think is definitely the safest shot here. What's your average percent gain per month? I think for this year you could average it to 8% so far. You know? You can average to 8% so far. If you were to put an average on it. This month we're running at 6% already. 6 point something. Get this hopefully to a easy 10% month this month. Harry, does gold push more during London or NY? It pushes more during NY for sure. Alright, $15 account, what should I trade? You can trade whatever you want, right? How much do you risk on your account percentage wise? 1 to 2%. What's the difference between GJ and gold? Nothing too much. Gold just, you have to be careful of gold liquidity grabs, you know? Is it fine to re-enter trade after B? Depends if you have a re-entry, right? Do you have a re-entry? Then it's fine. If there's no re-entry, then no, then it doesn't make sense, right? So you have to have a re-entry. What is your re-entry? What's your plan for your re-entry? Has to just have a re-entry plan. $15 just to test your management? Yeah, just to prove yourself that you can follow, no matter the account size, a good risk management plan, etc. You look like a WWE superstar. Thank you, thank you. Morning. Why the spreads are on gold are different for London and NY? For me, they're not. I have very similar. Can I be a millionaire with a $10 account? Time will only be the obstacle. That's it. It's possible, but time will be the obstacle. He's trolling, I know, but literally you could, right? With $10, you could eventually make your way up to a millionaire. But how long that would take, my God. Maybe you won't live long enough. Unless you got extremely lucky and kept flipping it. You know, full margin flip, full margin flip, full margin flip. That's the only way. I'd say once you get to like 50 to 100k, then the opportunity really opens. Even to go from 100k to a million is very tough. You know? It's definitely 100k to a million in 10 years is very possible though. That's realistic. And if you think about that, that's great. You know anyone that flipped $10 to a million? I'm sure there's some idiot guru on the internet who's done it, claiming to do it, you know, and then selling all of his signals and I don't know what and making people lose. Check gold. Guys, yesterday you forgot to tell me to check gold when gold was breaking down below the level here that we could have taken sells. You don't remind me yesterday, right? You don't remind me yesterday. But now when gold is doing nothing, you guys are telling me to check gold. Come on, man. It's not how it works. Set up one with thunder on what? Please, if you type in chat, don't just write set up one thunder. I don't know what you're referring to. You know, better send a chart. You know? Above the range? No, just a setup one will be fine. You was in Prague. Oh, nice, bro. Nice, nice. Went on holiday or what? Welcome back, man. Four-day holiday? Good, man. How was the break? Feel good? Still trading? Come on, bro. Take the break. In Dubai, we have multi-millionaire with $10. Yeah, they're multi-millionaires and have only $10. Please give us a reputable prop firm. To me, the ones who have stuck around the longest are FTMO. I just see them who they stick around the longest. Now, can't guarantee anything, you know, but that's all I've seen. Realest guy on the web, thank you, I appreciate it. How to move to Dubai? Either get a job or open a business here, pretty simple. Or invest $500,000 here. Or I think now even with $250,000 you can come. You're in Dubai? Yes, sir. I am. Thank you, Harry, for that video about price action. I watched it 3 times. Every time I learned something new. Amazing. Any business in Dubai? Yeah, bro. You can open anything. What business you want, you can open it here. Then you'll be able to move here because you'll get a visa. I used to live in the Marriott in Dubai Marina. Nice. Now you're in Chile. Oh, wow. That's a different change up. Big change up. Gold is almost near resistance, so in my opinion, you just waiting game. You either get a drawback with sells or you gain profit from the buys. Yeah, but I think the buys would come above that resistance. Because if we clear that resistance, we can have continuation. Hi, I post my plan. Being bullish in my plan, I'm planning to closing 30%, letting where you posted in general. Or in London. Oh, here we go. Oh, you took it there? Yeah, again, remember we wanted something closing back inside here, you know? It's always better if we can get something closing back inside here. So if this can close back inside here in 1 minute, this is going to be better. So I would just look at that to improve your entry in the future here, you know? Otherwise, I feel it's a little bit more risky what the one you took here, you know? Really prefer to see that close back in the range, and then you take that 30-minute close back in the range, then you go with that idea. Then you can avoid this drawdown and avoid this potentially coming and hitting stops. Since there'll be no cuts, I think, yeah, but the thing is, are they going to, if there's no cuts, it won't send gold up, it will send gold down. Right? Cuts, if they say that cuts are likely to happen, that's what will send gold, that's what will send gold down. Come, Habibi, it's easy. 2 weeks, you can make everything with VIP process. You get an Emirates ID if you open a business, and then with the Emirates ID, you can go 24 countries that are on arrival. No, I think that's still passport. You're not an Emirati citizen. So Harry, most welcome in SLS if you pass by. You work there in the SLS? Alright, 30-minute candle closed here. It did close back inside the range here. What's 5 minutes saying? 5 minutes closing like this. It's just the range is a little bit small here. I don't know how comfortable I feel about this range. 9 pips from break of high. Will you live in the SLS? Nice. 5 pips above here. See what information we can gather. Are we gonna see in Dubai bling? Probably not. Probably not. Four-hour resistance 975. Yeah, that would be the 4-hour resistance I wouldn't be too worried about if we re-break it now. That's that yellow line. You see the yellow line? It's basically the 4-hour resistance. So we did reject off it now. But if we re-break through it, should be okay. But then we're right into that 197, which I don't like at all. Can't imagine Harry doing drama in general. Forget Dubai bling level drama. Yeah, imagine, bro. Imagine. Can stop to buy Rolex? No, the funny thing is that even if you go to a Rolex showroom, you can't buy a Rolex, right? You need to build a relationship, yeah, and buy random stuff. Setup 3, but look, you're buying into this rejection, which now has rejected the 4-hour resistance. You see that? Buy a bunch of the Datejust, not even Datejust, bro. They won't even, they give you two-tone crappy Datejust. So since we reacted off it, I want something probably closing above that would be a lot safer here. Or the 1-hour close, right? Give me a sec, for some reason it's freezing in my room. What the hell, man? In summer AC, you can never get it right. 1 minute. Is it too risky to use CPI news as a clean zone? You just want to watch the levels behind it. So you see how this is clean as well? Yeah, so that's fine. But then this level here where you have TP1, absolutely correct. That's where you would use your TP1, right? So you're just watching the levels behind. That's it. But you can use that as a high volume zone because there was high volume in the past. So you can use it like that. Rolex give you the honor to buy what they have in stock in the shop, and after maybe you can get potential exclusive right to select between 1 to 2 watches. Yeah, but they're normally selling you BS, you know, it's really stuff you don't want. I was able to buy Datejust in Dubai, but I waited almost a year. That's only a simple Datejust. Then I had another one after 8 months of waiting. Datejust with green face down. Nice, man. Have a small collection going, huh? Yeah, I have one Datejust. It's Wimbledon. That's my favorite one. It's the best one that there is, in my opinion. Sold them in profit. Were you single or married? Single, brother. What does it look like? I'm working here, man. Don't have time for that. How do you exactly mark the weekly pair at all-time high? You leave it, man. You just leave it. There's no weekly resistance, so you don't have to worry about it. What car do you drive? An Audi RS. GJ has personal issues with London. I think GJ, as I said, I wish I might make this webinar. I'm gonna clip this webinar and post it for you guys. All right, I'm gonna clip this webinar and post it for you guys because I made it very clear that GJ this week was gonna be higher time frame is gonna be your friend. Lower time frame with all these liquidity grabs like this and like this and like this is gonna mess you up. But higher time frame is gonna be your friend on GJ, and it played true, right? Holding swings was the best way here, and that's the only trade you have. R6, no, RSQ3. Yeah, gold keeps on trying here. Gold keeps on trying here. It doesn't want to go down at the moment, nor does it want to go up. So it's just consolidating. If it can make a decision, then we'll get some sort of any fundamental. It's just understanding the dynamic changes, right? We were discussing the dynamic changes of GJ. GJ is moving, but finding session trades like during the session is a little bit more different. I mean, on Monday, I ended up taking the swing trade here from here to 197, but that happened, remember, after the session, but we spoke about this trade during the live stream, so you guys had to be locked in. Now secondly, luckily during NY it did give you another entry option here with this here, close above and set up 3. So you did get another entry option during NY on that day as for a session trade. This one here as well, so 2 entry options. You had this one here with setup 3 and then another pullback with setup 3 again. So it did give you entry options, and then yesterday was a little bit choppy for you to trade that. I think buyers and sellers are quiet because of the news coming up later. Yes, it could play a factor in here. Of course, we have to consider that. I mean, CPI week, especially with such big CPI week, is normally a choppy week. Personally, for me, I've only taken 1 trade this week, but obviously it being a bigger trade, which was kind of my plan for this week. If gold was going to be choppy with CPI, then that's why, that's why I'm looking at that. What's good, bro? Are you more interested in gold than GJ this session? I mean, both is okay, but yeah, I think at the moment gold is looking more interesting than GJ, and also I'm kind of like biased against GJ because I took buys from all the way down here and now we're at 197, so I don't want to be forcing anything and giving back that profit, right? I think that has been my biggest pip-wise trade on GJ. Yeah, it is my biggest pip-wise trade on GJ this year. I haven't held a 160 pip trade on GJ till now this year. So, but last year I held a 200 pip trade on GJ, so it hasn't broken that record. Hasn't broken that record of 200 pips. But with the way that GJ's been moving, it's pretty good 160. See, gold is trying to make its way up now. I see sell on what? What do you see sell on? New into trading gold, what do you consider minimum move in points to interest you in a trade? That's a good question. I would say it has to be equivalent to what stop loss you're using. If not, you have to expect it to give you the equivalent of your stop loss. So I would say, for gold, probably less than 10 pips. You can still trade less than 10 pips, but definitely your stop loss on gold is going to be bigger than 10 pips most of the time. So personally for me, I like to trade if I have a big enough range. So for example here, if I was to trade break of this high, this is giving me 8 pips, but my stop loss would be 33 pips. So for me, that's a little bit tough to try that, especially into daily resistance. So for me, it would be safer to buy above daily resistance, where I have this 33 pip range, right? You feel more of a GJ sell? I mean, from this level, it's potential. Yeah, it's a potential, especially if we start breaking this 30-minute support. It's just we are technically bullish bias, so I have to keep that in mind. I mean, we would technically we broke first structure. This would be breaking second structure. So, as for you know, as for taking sells, that could be an option. I see you're taking trades and short. Do you do that on stream? Yes, that is all on stream live. Everything is shown live. It's just for the last 2 days we haven't taken a trade. Monday, Tuesday, I haven't taken a trade on stream because the position came after stream. So there's nothing I could do about that. I don't control what time the market moves. All I can control is waiting for my plan and trading based on my plan. But that doesn't mean I haven't traded this week. I have taken a trade this week. So if you've been listening on stream, you would have profited off the plan. It's just not my fault that it comes after stream. I would prefer it to come on stream so I can get on with my day, right? We know the stream is recorded. Yeah, if you guys want to go back and watch all of the trades we take, this is the journal of all the trades we take with the screenshot and the stream, right? You can go watch at the top of my screen. There's a clock, so this clock you can go check what time we took the trade and just skip to when that when the clock said that. Hell yeah, I'm bull on overall price. Yeah, I think long term it is, you know. Do you have all your setups posted on YouTube? I have the main setups 1 to 3 posted on a YouTube video. You can go check out this video here. Top 3 price action entries in my Forex strategy. That's that video. And then also check out the most recent video about the liquidity. Very good video. Euronews may affect somehow GBP. Depends what Euronews it is. Let's have a look. Not this type of news, no. It's not enough. But let's see if it does. I'll be interested. 3 seconds, we will see. If it comes out crazy, maybe, but very minor. If it comes out normal, then you won't see anything. See? Hasn't done anything. This is the most ironic. This made my day, guys. This made my day. This is so funny. This guy in YouTube chat, his name is Laziness. He's writing in all caps. Brother, zoom the chart. Your name is Laziness. And that's exactly why you named yourself that. Because why don't you just look at the charts more in depth or use a bigger monitor? Or if you're on your phone, you can zoom on your phone. That's the best, man. That's the best. I really hope we do get a setup though in London here today, because this is going to be boring 3 days of London without a setup. And later New York will be very hard to trade because of CPI. CPI will be interesting. I mean, it's going to be quite fast here, quite interesting. So it will be quite difficult. So I'd like to have some sort of backup nice trade here, at least, no matter win, loss, whatever. But I'll have to wait for my plan here. We just need some volume in London here, would be beautiful. But we have to respect it. CPI day and market looks like it's waiting. You know, and if it is going to wait here, then there's nothing we can do about it. If it doesn't want to move, we have to again trade it when it does move. Plans are happening, they're just happening not right now. So we wait. All right, what place are we looking for entry? I think on gold, if we can get some bullish price action here and start to get above this 30-minute resistance here, would be amazing if we get that in 12 minutes. If we can close above this resistance, would also be the 1 hour close above here. Then I think we can look for buys above 2360 here. 2360, 500. That would be beautiful. With all this structure here as well. Get the close above with all this structure. Would be nice. I always play this trick with red news. I put buy stops, sell stops. No, 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 don't do that. That's not a good trick. That's not a good trick. Can trading be my full-time job? I mean, my main income? Probably you need to give it 5 years. 5 years of trading, and then you can probably be very sustainable enough. If you not have high expectations, like you can live off a respectable amount of money, then you could probably do it in 2 to 3 years, you know. But obviously, if you want to be earning decent money, there has to be scaling. So probably the first 2 years, I would say 2.5 years, you're probably 1 year, you're definitely, depends on your journey already. But let's say you're starting fresh. 1 year, you're getting all up to scratch, getting profitable. The next year, you're proving consistency, fixing your psychology, right? And then the 3rd year, you start working on scaling. So then by the 5th year, you would have been fully scaled, you know, and that's how it works. Triple resistance on gold, yeah, but there's no range to go down. So that's why we're waiting for it to leave the range towards the upside. The breakout works 1 time out of 5. If we don't have structure, then it fails normally. But remember, we've had the break of structure here towards the upside. It failed already. So the second time it gets above, it has no business failing again. Right? It has no business failing again. Untrue, bro. I got profitable in 6 months. Yeah, you can get profitable in 6 months. But to be fully profitable, you need the whole year, right? And then the next year, you're focusing on being consistent month to month. So maybe the first month of that year, you make $1,000. The second month, you're making maybe $2,000. The 3rd month, maybe you make $1,000 again. The 4th month, maybe you have psychology issues. You make nothing that month because you messed up a bit. Now you learn from that. So I'm talking about a big timeline here. You can get, I know people that have started with me. They became profitable in 3 months, right? But we don't know if they're consistent yet because we need to see them trading over the rest of the year to see month to month if they're sustaining and becoming consistent. But based on the strategy, they're already profitable. Now it's all about a psychological game. That's the rest of it. It's just a psychological game. And I'm talking for the majority of people. Now, if you scale super fast and you manage to pass multiple funding accounts, then yeah, you could live off trading very, very quickly within 2 years, right? But I'm saying for the majority here, right? We have to talk about the majority. Of course, there are people who are, it's like anything, like sport, like anything, like going to the gym. There are people who are going to be ahead and people who take longer. So you can't put a number of how long it's going to take, but it's definitely not going to take 1 year only to be a full-time trader. For sure. For sure. No way you can start in January and by December you say I'm going full time. I have not seen that. Because probably what will happen the next year is you will find you've run into a tough time, because that means that your trajectory has to be like this for that to happen, right? For in a year, right? You have to learn a strategy, then you have to become super profitable, then scale. That's not the reality in trading. Trading's like this. It goes really well, then it goes super shit. Then it goes really well again, then it goes sideways, and then it goes well, then it goes shit. That's your trading. But look, long term, you're going up. And you watch it on stream. We've been streaming for how long now? You see the times. We've had times where we get trades every single day. We get times where we don't get a trade for a week. We get times where we lose. We get times where we win. It's not linear, right? It's not linear. Right? It's progressive. Like there's all different situations. You guys seen the time when we had JPY intervention and our main pair is GBP JPY. We had to adapt to gold. That's a big adaptation. That takes a lot of skill. Most traders who haven't had experience can't be trading this much GBP JPY, relying on GBP JPY being your main pair. Then GBP JPY changes and you have to now switch to gold and then suddenly become super profitable on gold. You know? So if you become profitable to do that, that comes from experience, right? For me to be able to do this came from experience. It didn't come from just random stuff. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the harsh truth here. In this game, people run into this cycle where they trade for 3 years straight and just lose. For 3 years, they deposit money, they don't make money. They deposit money, they don't make money. They try this strategy, they try that strategy, and they go to a very dark place of maybe depositing money that they can't afford. And this is where it becomes a massive problem, and this is why trading can be super risky, right? It can become super, super, super risky if we see that. You know what I mean? So when you get stuck in this cycle of people depositing, losing, then it becomes very dangerous game where you'll be messed up. So understand that majority of people actually get stuck in that. So you're better off taking things much slower, losing much less, learning a lot more, and then becoming profitable. Even though if your profits, like let's say your goal, when I started, my goal was to make $1,000 a week in trading. That took me a year and 8 months before I started making $1,000 a week in trading. Right? But in the beginning, that was my goal, and I lost money trying to push myself to get to that. You know? So stop getting in that cycle, giving money to the market. Realize you're better off doing less, which in the future will lead to more. Think of it like you're learning at the moment. Even though you're making $50, $100, $200, as long as you can consistently do that, all it takes is a flick of a switch and suddenly you're making $1,000, $2,000 because all you did is increase risk. So don't try make the money now. Get really good at trading. Even if you're making $100, even if you're making $200 or $300 a month, you're profitable. You're making money. And then once you build that consistency and you see yourself over 6, 8, 9 months doing well, first of all, you would have made a couple of grand because you were consistent. Second of all, if you mess up, you will lose very little. You will lose maybe $1,000 over the year, which is okay. Third of all, the next year, all you have to do is flip a switch and risk will go up and you'll start making a lot more money. You know? That's it. So don't screw yourself up, you know, when you are, you know, in these beginning stages, giving money to the market and being, you know, stuck. How to learn trading? If you need to work 8 hours a day, when you come home, there's no volume in the market, then you have to adapt, man. You have to really think like, okay, fine, I can learn the skill. I can backtest until I can maybe find a different timing or different shift in my job that will allow you to trade, right? What age did you start did you get profitable? I started trading when I was like 19. I actually started trading a lot earlier, but I don't consider that real trading because I was just in crypto. I mean, I knew how to do technical analysis. I was doing all of this. And that's how it is. And then when I got profitable, it took me a year, man. It took me a year because I was jumping strategy. That was my main issue. So I really delayed the process. Jump strategy didn't work, jump. Didn't work, jump. And then you had to relearn everything. The good thing is I can say here and share that experience. And when people talk about smart money concepts and all of this, first of all, I know what they're talking about. Second of all, you know, I've been through it, so I can speak from experience, not from an egoistic point that I know what I'm doing and my strategy is good. I can say, no, the reason I traded this strategy now is because I've been through the strategy you're talking about. I've been through all of that. And realistically, all strategies are good, but they just need to have the fundamentals down and understand how price moves. After work, when you come home, don't trade, just backtest every session. Yeah, man, that's why we make backtesting software, guys. You have to, put in the work. Like, think of it like a football player. I think a lot of you guys watch football or soccer, whatever you want to call it, okay? Is that understand that these guys spend most of their time practicing. They don't spend most of their time playing. Playing is a small part of the rule. So why does trading have to be any different? Same with F1 drivers. Same with all of this. There's a lot of time. Why do you think before an F1 race, there's a whole race called practice? They literally train before the main race. So why would that be any different in trading? So you have to be backtesting, and that's a big part of my own trading, which was backtesting, which led me to make this passion-based project of Pip Labs, right? That's why we made this type of backtesting, to make it even easier for you guys, affordable for you guys, and for you guys to get better. It's not selling you on some dream. It's not selling you on some course. It's not selling you on anything. You can go test your strategy, collect data on your strategy, on how the market would move in real life, literally. This is my shameless plug. It's a perfect opportunity to put my shameless plug. But literally, you can go play the candles like real life and say, oh, I want to take a short here, right? And then you say, okay, I'll take a buy. I'm going to put a buy right here. Play. And then you can see your P&L. Oh, we're negative now. And you can treat it like you're really trading. And this is what's going to get you better in this game, right? Practicing stuff like this. Right, and this is demo version. You can even practice on demo if you don't want to take it more serious and pay for a month. We even have a prop firm to practice passing your prop firm challenge. No way you should pay $500 for a prop firm challenge without trying to pass it on a backtesting software. So yeah, and I'm telling you, this will save you a lot of money in the long term. Just try. Just backtest and then come back to me. Here's the link if you guys want to go try the demo. GJ looking nice. Yeah, we need to close below the 30 here. Need to close because that's that 15. We have a lot of choppiness here. It's a big mess. It's a big mess. Market open. Yeah, London is open now. But remember, we're sitting at support right now. 1 hour sitting at, not 1 hour, sorry, 15. Don't know why. 15 sitting at support. You can see we just rejected. So we need something closing below. 1 hour is closing bearish here. We do have that towards, but again, I really want something closing below that 30-minute support. Maybe if we get a 15-minute candle closing below this support here, we can rely on the wick fill, rely on the 30-minute clean range here, to continue price towards the downside. What are key levels that banks move a lot of money in GJ on gold? Go check the video on WAP about key levels. It explains exactly why they were like that. It's a little bit more in depth. I think it's like a 6-7 minute topic of me telling you why that happens. Hi, I'm up 10% on my Pip Labs account. How do I withdraw? I wish, man. On my old backtesting sessions, I have old backtesting sessions where I even have a backtesting session on YouTube flipping 2K to 10K. GJ bullish right now? Correct, man. That's why we're not rushing into sells, right? Correct. How often do you withdraw? When I need. So basically, I like once a quarter is good. If I need to withdraw during the month, then I withdraw. Just depends. Like once every 2 months, I would say is my average. Just whenever I need, man. Just whenever I need. Okay, gold. Finally broke that age-old consolidation. Damn. Big boy consolidation. How do you pay the bills? That's what I mean, when it's needed. If you have a bill that I need to pay, then I can withdraw. That's my point. That is my point. Do you think it would be wrong to add lots in GU now? 15-minute close back in the range previous hour, last minute signifies liquidity to grab multiple rejections above 4 hour? No, we could look at it. I mean, it'd be a little bit late. You would have entered on this 15-minute close back in the range, right? Not right now. You would have entered on this. So now it would be late in my opinion. For future reference, yeah, I mean, you would just treat it as a different setup. This would be setup 4. I believe GU is full bullish bias here. Yeah, so that would make sense for the setup 4. It even closed above. Yeah, I like this setup 4. This is a clean trade actually. Close back inside of this support here above all of this. Yeah, this is a beautiful setup. This is a picture perfect setup 4 because this closed back inside of the range as well. Right? All right, we're coming up to this resistance here on gold. All we need now is just a close above. Should visit Miami, you'll like it? We'll see. I called JP Morgan. Yeah, just tell him to give us a close, not a rip. Close above resistance and you'll buy? Yeah, that's my plan for today. If we can get a close above, I think I'll look for a buy. Get a bottom wick and then look for a buy. What the hell? Yo, relax, gold, relax. Give me a chance. 5 close? No, not a 5 close. 15 close. It's a daily resistance. If we're going to enter on 5, we need 5 structure, right? Like a thunderstorm. Then we can look to scalp it on 5. It's not NY session, only London? Yeah. Where would you put SL? Below the 15-minute candle. I hope it waits for us, man. I hope the next 5 can just reject and then we close above. I really hope we get an entry here. But I really need like a 5-minute thunderstorm at least to give me an entry. I'll be extremely upset if this just pushes here. Even 5-minute has 3-minute to close. So even with 5-minute, we potentially have to wait here. What is a thunderstorm? It will be this 5-minute candle closes bullish, the next one closes bearish with a rejection wick, and then we enter breaking the high. That's my option. So hopefully we get it. And go buy, should I go break even now? Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't need to come back to your entry at this point here. Any promo for Pip Labs? I'm about to buy the monthly. Listen, if I give you like 10% off, you're getting only $2 off here. It's not really going to be life-changing. You know? Like, we're the cheapest on the internet. Like, if any cheaper, we'll run at a loss. It's extremely expensive to run such a software. You have to understand, we're the first ever tick data on browser based. There's no other software that can accommodate that. And all of them are more expensive than us. Like, I'm keeping it cheap so you guys have an opportunity. You know me. I always put stuff affordable. So if you can't afford $2.5, you know, then you probably need to wait till you start trading, right? To be honest, you know. But if you guys really want $2.5 off, then here, use this. Take it. Take it this. I think this is the, I think that there's a code active pip or pip 10. Maybe try pip 10. Maybe that's active. One minute till this 5-minute candle closes. So this will be exactly what we want to see. We want to see this 5-minute candle close, and then the next candle come back, give us a basically a setup number 3, and then boom. Not setup 3, thunderstorm, sorry, which will also be a 15-minute candle close above, right? It will be the same as a 15-minute candle close above. What music genre do you listen to? I love the hip-hop music. Yeah, that's what I listen to. I'm new to this world. Can you elaborate on a tick simulator? Yes, for sure I can. What it means is that you see how the candles are moving now in real time? Like this is called tick by tick. So they move tick by tick. Whereas other simulators, you can only skip the whole candle. You don't get to see how it's moving in real time. This is super annoying, guys. This is really, all morning we waited for this, man. All morning I've been sitting here waiting for the price to get above here, and it's now ripping without us. Listen to Key Glock? Yeah, I listen to him. This really sucks, man. I hate CPI week. Please. And that's the thing, right? That's that video I made on my reels about one of the hardest thing as a trader is to wait for your setup to form just to see it push through the zone. But the difference is that you'll have 90% of traders do what? The next time they see that, they're going to FOMO into the trade. And when you FOMO into the trade, that's where you're going to lose. Right? When you FOMO in, that's where you're going to lose. Was break of wicks was not better? That doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Was break of wicks was not better? It's pulling back. Yeah, now we just have to wait. But I really wanted a nice 15 close above here. Give us a nice setup one towards the upside. I was really looking for that trade today. Breaking this wick is a stupid trade because you're buying into daily resistance with 6 pips range. You can't predict that it's going to rip like that through daily resistance. It's a daily resistance, not like a 15, it's a daily. Now I have to wait for 5 structure at least. There's no 5 structure here. I have to wait. When is the giveaway? When we reach 900 viewers. 900 viewers on stream, we'll do the giveaway. put a note for guys. It's not over yet, you know, but this is the reality of a trader. Sometimes when you have a plan that you know is good long term, you have to just wait for your setup, even though we don't get that entry that we wanted. And this is where you have to control yourself and not FOMO and try to make an excuse to enter. Because the time you make an excuse to enter now, you're going to lose. Trust me. And that's how you lose money in this game. 100%. Right? See, people entered here on the 5 trying to get lucky. Now they're in drawdown. Maybe they get lucky today, but it's not a plan. It's not a plan. Sure, if you just reword your question, I can answer it, but I didn't really understand what you're trying to say. You answered it? Oh, okay. Is funded pips good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't used them. Can't say. I appreciate all of you guys showing up to the stream. We stream Monday to Friday. Just a general announcement, you know, just to remind people. Be sure you show up to stream so that, you know, you can join us, learn. We have great conversations here. Good to watch the trades, how we do it, you know. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like on the stream if... I'm not ending stream, bro. I'm just saying leave a like on the stream. Show up every day, we do. No matter what. Markets being shit, markets being good, we show up every day. Nice little thunderstorm on EU. Yeah, setup 3. Looks like almost a setup 3 here for sure. You see that, Bogdan? That you had to just put stop below structure here? Not below the candle? Had to be below structure. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're posting videos weekly as well. And benefit from the content, right? Go and watch this content. It will help you out in your journey. People charge for this type of content. I put it for free on my YouTube channel. So enjoy. Damn, look at this gold close here. I think this opened no bottom wick. Did it open? Yeah, it opened no bottom wick. No bottom wick. Looks like gold not going to respect the analysis. Gold respected the analysis perfectly, but it's not respecting our entry plan. It's not giving us an entry plan here. How can I avoid making excuses and not enter a trade? Just sit and watch it, and there's nothing you can do. I'm not going to lose money, you know? That's my point here. I'm not here to lose money. It's better not to take a trade than to lose money. You don't lose anything for just sitting on your hands. Nothing. The only thing you lose is you lose patience. That's the only thing you lose for waiting for a trade. That's it. You don't lose money. You don't lose time because you're focusing on learning the skill of patience. You know? Now, this is extremely annoying because we waited from the morning. I think the only way to enter this was to go with negative risk to reward and rely on today just to be bullish. But again, 35 pips for 14 pips. Long term, I wouldn't recommend this. I really feel that long term is pushing it, you know. Hi, I'm profitable when I backtest, but when I go on live market, I lose. I don't have confidence. Two things. You're probably backtesting wrong. Go back and backtest with ticks. Watch your trade play out. Don't skip candles. Watch it play out and think like you're in a real life situation. Like watch each candle play out. Second thing is that reduce risk until you build confidence and push your plan in the live market. You have to push your plan in the live market. Because this would be an easy scenario where we have, let's say this is our trade opportunity. We're looking for buys above here. And we don't get, right? We don't get to enter here because it just pushed above without any entry. On a backtesting software, you just skip the day and it feels really short. But in reality, it's painful. You have to sit here and watch the candles push while you're looking for an entry. GJ respected that support again. So again, we need probably, if this 30-minute can close below, it can be interesting here. Otherwise, no. Has the move already happened now? At this point, could enter now, could pull back to form structure. That's why, what does it say on my screen? Can you type out in chat what it says for on my screen? Type out in chat what it says on my screen. By the way, AD, you're DMing me. You're not sending me in public chat. You're sending me direct messages. Big time frame structure until we reach this target, then that's the target, is this 15. And if we leave this 15, we still have range, so it could just keep pushing up here. Cheers, about to roll. Take care, man. Have a good day. Cheers, AD. Do you think a bad habit to trade with you when I trade alone in NY? I do kind of question my knowledge in the market. Not at all, man. Not at all. It's not a bad habit to trade with me. I mean, as long as you understand the plan, you know, that's the main thing, is you agree with the plan. You're not just blindly doing something. And then, you know, when you in NY, it's normal. You'll have to develop the skill. But I want to see you. That's the whole point. NY is also good. You kind of lead the way. I mean, you have the plans I sent, so just follow the plans. And then trust yourself. If you have any confusion, then ask in the group, hey, a little bit confused of this, not too sure about that, you know. Never leave Harry, spend more time with you than my girlfriend. No, not like that, but NY is great, but much more volatile. I prefer London session because it's cleaner. Yeah, when London session gets its volume, it's a great session. Over the year, it's fine. It's just in London, we get periods of slow times, you know. I mean, people like to trade the New York session because it's made popular. First of all, US is a big market. Second of all, is that it's made popular because all the influencers like to show US 30 and stuff like that, you know, which always gives some sort of push. So they always make it seem like, oh, you know, today we caught 1,000 pips, and you hear 1,000 pips, but you don't realize that your stop loss is also 1,000 pips. So it's the same as taking 10 pips, you know. But, you know, stuff like this always gives some form of push. Gold 5-minute structure? Not yet. We push pretty deep here. We need just one candle here is not enough. You come down, you know, form that structure. So probably 10 minutes before it makes a structure here. GJ, 30-minute trying to close below. Let's see if we can get the 30-minute close here in 7 minutes. Just go toilet and come back. This is about to disrespect my zone again, huh? This is about to disrespect my zone again. These markets are just disrespectful today. This is just bullshit. 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. See if we can survive it. We're bullish on GJ? Yeah, but it would be counter trend sells this. This would be counter trend sells because we've broken second structure. Broke this structure, broke this structure. It'd be the second time we're breaking structure. We can expect a bit of a pullback trade. And that might lead into New York giving us more upside. But this is based on us reaching daily target as well. And New York could, you know, end up retracing here. So I'm not higher time frame bearish on it, but for a session trade, it can make sense. Can be liquidity grab to go the upside. I would have expected this one to do it then. I would have expected this one to do it. What's Goldilocks doing? Not even 5 minute structure forming. What do you mean by need a structure here? Just like for this, I need like 5 minute pullbacks. You can see the 5 minute has been moving up, no structure. So you can't run tight stops here. Because if price was to pull back right now, price could pull back all the way down here and still end up going bullish. And if it pulls back all the way down here, you're stuck in 45 pip drawdown. Whereas structure we can use to manage our trade, trade above, trade below, etc. Next target for GJ if we drive down. Let's have a look. Probably looking at 96,500 to be honest. We have a thunderstorm here as well. What's the best way to argue with trading someone's gambling? Good question. Very easy answer. Tell them, tell me something in life that is not a gamble. When you make a decision, it's a gamble, right? When you make a business decision, a gamble. Tell them how opening a business is not a gamble. You have a percentage chance to fail. So you're not guaranteed to do good business. So that's a gamble. Life is full of taking gambles. But at the end of the day, people just call it, I took a risk. That's the same as taking a gamble. It's just worded differently. It's just different words. Yo, bro, come on. Last 45 seconds, it pushes down like this? Really? Last 45 seconds, man. It pushes 7 pips. This is trash, man. Ugh. Screw CPI day, man. Screw CPI day. 23 pips for 7 pip target. Yay! Very good trade. Having lots of fun. It's one of these mornings. Yeah. Gold disrespect my level. GJ disrespect my level. Come on, give me something else to disrespect my level today. Not even give me a 5 close below. Don't even give me 5. 5 close below by 10 pips. GJ even creating barcode. I think all good and pointing upward. I think markets waiting for CPI. Yeah, markets are being all a little bit weird before CPI here. Need to use FOMO strat? Yeah, I feel like today it would have paid off FOMO strat. Just FOMO sell and FOMO buy. Would have been great. Man, Monday and Tuesday, now Wednesday London session not giving us anything. It's too much, man. 3 sessions back to back. I mean, we got the swing trade, big trade for sure, but I want to take session trades so I can get on with my day. I hate having to wait for setups later on the day because you have to be locked in the charts. The CPI affect other pairs that are not USD. Yeah, it affects everything. It's okay, more trades to come. Yeah, it's good, it's fine, but YouTube chat won't be happy, that's for sure. Guys are gonna, tomorrow I'm gonna get, you don't take a trade, even though we took 160 pip GJ long. You don't take a trade. You don't trade. You suck at trading. They're suckers? Yeah, I guess so. You're streaming for 2 hours, no trade, you suck? I know. All of my zones today, today all of my zones got screwed, man. All of my zones got screwed. What can I do? It's a little bit frustrating. Actually, today it frustrated me because every single plan played out perfectly. Sell plan, played out. Buy plan, TP hit. Entry plan, nothing triggered. The Mr. No Trade guy going to go off again. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Yeah, we're good though. It's just frustrating for me because today I really wanted to get a trade in London so I can relax for the day. And not have to trade mess of CPI. You took a trade 1 on Friday? Yeah, we did also on Monday. On Monday, we took longs that came after stream, remember? What are you going to do when you get off stream? Going to hang out with the guys in Zoom for a little bit, eat lunch, and then I have some work I need to do, and then I'm going to watch CPI, what CPI does today, See if I can scalp anything after CPI. If not, I'll come back tomorrow. Peace, peace, boys. Take care. Take care, take care. You're good, man, Harry. I try my best here. It's just a little bit frustrating when I know, like, a lot of people also here in the group, you know, we want to trade London. London is our main session here, and when it's doing crap like this, like Monday, Tuesday does nothing, and then we come to the charts on Wednesday, and now it plays our plan but invalidates our zone. It can be frustrating. My policy had learned not to FOMO and follow plan. True, true, true. Only bad days. This is not a bad day, because if I did FOMO and I did something stupid, right? If I did something stupid today, I would end up losing. No trade since Monday, exactly. But CPI week, right? We did say, damn, look at that pump. Did you guys see that? Gold is getting mad today. Should I decrease my session time? The way I like to run it is, you know, the way I like to run it is to trade London fully and then NY only set alerts. Stop orders would have worked? Yeah, it would have worked, stop orders. I think stop orders would have worked, but that wasn't the plan. 5-minute thunderstorm would have worked. Like this. This is the 5-minute thunderstorm. Look, guys. This is the exact trade I wanted. So if we don't get the 15 closing above, you get a 5-minute thunderstorm, right? Candle closed bullish, next one closed bearish, boom. Same thing I wanted right here. I wanted candle closed bullish, next one closed bearish, boom. We would have got this. This is what I was waiting for. It happens again and again and again. But, you know. DJ is going to hit my target here for sure. Let's say I FOMO'd in on 5. How big is that range? 13 pips for 16 pips stop loss? Ah, not the best even. I think impulsively. What if you just took it impulsively? 16 pips. Yeah, obviously now in hindsight you look at, oh, that made sense, that made sense. Oh, you say you said alerts for NY session. Is that a swing trade? No, session trades. I just took a swing trade beginning of this week though. That's it. Took profits down for GJ. I would looking, this is a take profit zone. Definitely 500 is fully, but we're tapping into this support. So this is definitely a spot to be taking profits. Especially 500 here is like a main target here. Longer stream tonight? Yeah, we're just streaming longer because I'm trying to wait for something to give me an entry, but it disrespected all of my zones. I was looking for any entry here. It's going to respect my plan. Why buyers not waiting for CPI? They're pricing it in. They're pricing it in. Can't wait to join. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. group is closed. I'll open a waitlist soon for people asking. So if you've been trying to join, just wait till probably end of this week and I'll open the waitlist and you can jump on the waitlist. And then you can join us in the group and then you can see, oh, actually his plans play out later, but I just need to learn a little bit more, you know? That's all it is. But if you haven't taken a trade since Monday, you should have. There were opportunities for trades on GJ since Monday here. Look, there's your 500 tapped. Yeah, I told you the plan was perfect, man. Really knew that this zone would be the break of second structures, your counter trend, and look at how that is where the move came in this zone, right? That is where the move came in this zone, which is why we had such an accurate zone here. Beautiful zone on the 15, on the 30 here. Just did not give us our close so that we can enter here. Even the 5, maybe 5 I would have entered if we closed somewhere here. To tap into the support, that would have been an option, and rely on the 1 hour closing bearish, rely on the 30-minute closing bearish, but even the 5 pushed through here. We can enter gold. It's a rejection candle, but remember this could just be a retracement to later then close above this resistance and take more buys later. Right? Just because we tap resistance doesn't mean to sell now. Momentum is bullish. I do hope you guys understand that I'm not in control of how the markets are moving, right? I know that 250 people left. And I can understand it's frustrating. But literally, you have to be a cowboy to be able to profit on these type of moves, which is not what we're doing here. We're here to make money. And if you don't want to make money, then that's your choice. But then you're just going to be the person, who's going to be depositing for years and years and years and losing money. Years and years and years losing money. So please don't be that person, please. Like, I literally have a headache today because of how annoying that is. It gave me a headache. All day I wait for that. Piece of shit. I know, man, I hate when a trade happens, entry happens when I'm on the nursery run. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying for sure. Tell your kid, you're costing me in the nursery and you cost me on a trade. Well, if you miss it and it's a loss, then you feel kind of okay, right? You're like, today I got lucky. Do you mark your resistance and support level once a week like them? No, every day. Every day I adjust them. But I just drag the lines because, you know, unless we move super heavy that I have to redraw all the lines. Otherwise, I just drag them. Damn, look at GJ. Brian, why does it give you a headache? Because you're staring at the charts for so long here, and it just gives you a headache when you're staring at the charts for so long. Since Monday, London session. Also, you have to realize that I'm trying to prove a point here, and the market is making it very hard for me to prove a point that long term I will be right, and people will give up, they will leave my stream, and then they go get messed up. So I'm literally trying to help people here, but the markets don't help me prove a point. When the markets do well, they let me prove a point, and people say, actually, yeah, he's right. And the unfortunate thing is, it's not like they come back, because what happens by the time they get lost, then they quit trading, you know, and they literally miss out. Is the stream win rate updated? Yes. 65 wins and 19 losses. Should be 77.3% win rate. If not, I will change it. But I am 98% sure. 98% sure. The fact is, there's no one in London. This is what the fact is, and I hope people realize there's no one in London showing you results for over a year only on stream. Every single one of these guys and gurus and stuff like this, the problem they do is they show you both off stream, on stream. So off stream, like if they're not taking trades on stream, suddenly off stream they're showing you like they come back the next day and their win rate has gone up by 2%. It's like, come on, this is, you know, that's why I only share trades that I take, and I'm always transparent before I take them. Like I will always mention, even the swing, you scroll up in NY session chat, you will see before I took the swing, literally said I'm taking a swing right. Even here, look, yesterday on, taking this 5, we'll take this. Literally I tell before the trade happens, this was a thunderstorm, it never got triggered, but this is the 5 minute, 196, 750, wanted to take it, a 5 minute thunderstorm. I said, taking this thunder, we'll take this. I said, and the difference is I tell how to manage it. Runner still running, so we'll see if I can add, won't let lose on profit from runner. It's how I'll manage it. Wick is the watch zone. So that wick was my watch zone. That's the important thing. Understanding the plan, understanding the trade, and that's how it is. So a lot of people will understand that and they'll show up long amount of time and you'll see. How can I join your Discord? The free one's in the description. The paid one is closed. For the exclusive group is closed. So you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until that opens. But when it opens, you are welcome to join, by the way. Setup 3 on gold, we're at resistance, right? So what do we need? We need to close above the resistance here. Then we have clean candles to the left, we can get the continuation. Initial plan was to wait for structure above 4 hour. You said 5 minute was fine. How? Because we had structure before it. You don't need to wait for structure if we have structure before it. Sorry to sound naive, you're not naive. Thunder is just a setup that we have. On my YouTube channel, scroll down. I have a video showing you about that setup. This price action changed my trading. The thunderstorm. That will show you. That will show you the trade. So just watch that video and then you'll be up to date with the thunderstorm. Ariel, you're amazing. I love your patience and strategy. So much to learn. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It gave you an L. Which one gave you an L? There was no trade. Remember I told you, Powell speaking, call it a day. Call it a day. No 5 minute closed above, right? Yeah, but no 5 closed. Otherwise I would have entered. The 5 that closed above the structure yesterday was here. Look. This one here. This is the 5 that closed above. This one. But look at the time this happened. 17:55. Powell was speaking at 18. Right? Powell was speaking at 18. So then we just went in really low volume and then it played out eventually. Otherwise it respected the resistance, right? This is the thunderstorm I was going to take right here. Break of this high, but look, it rejected. It never broke the high. That was the thunderstorm I was going to take. Then it rejected. Then I said, okay, we need 5 close above. This 5 failed to close above. The next 5 closed above, but it was when Powell was speaking. Volume left the market. And then I think Powell finished speaking and then volume came back. Alright guys, here's the plan for GJ. GJ, if the 4 hour candle closes bearish here in 1 hour, you can be looking for continuation of sells after CPI to continue down, right? Sells on CPI to continue down, retracement back down, Look for setup 2 to continue down. Even sells back below this area here, below 196.370. For gold here, gold has options of basically if this candle can potentially close above here, it's a little bit more riskier this entry here because of the push we've already had. But if price is just going to keep continuing, a close above here can continue to the next zone here, right? For gold here. If not, we're going to reject this resistance and continue down. I'm not sure how comfortable I am buying after such a big push in London. It will be kind of risky for the biscuit type move here. Otherwise, wait for supports to form, and then probably after CPI would be your next options. And that's going to be the plan. So I appreciate everyone showing up. I know it's annoying when we don't get our entry here, but you can see the plan paid out perfectly, right? We got you know, range filled here on GJ as well, and gold. We just needed to get our entry, and sometimes markets are going to be like this, but the main thing is we didn't FOMO. We follow the plan. Long term, that keeps us and that makes us win. So appreciate everyone. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. See you tomorrow. Peace.